Well, it's a very low vibration, isn't it? Which brings me on to the song, because I thought it was the Beach Boys, but it's not. So I've got to find it. It's called Surf City. So I don't know who it's by. And I don't know where Surf City is. It must be a name that's given to somewhere. Today we're talking about the high priest, so it's spiritual leaders, schools, teachers, institutions, etc. It's the neck, throat, mouth, it's speaking your truth and shaming the devil. It's Simon, it's Peter, it's keys. Binding yourself to the material or the spiritual world. 5 or 23. Simon Peter. Above all, it's the Pope. Catholic Church, religion. Where's that one gone? So we're looking for the Pope then. If he's upright, we get 3 blessings. So we want him upright if we can get it. Let's see. There's the High Priestess, but we need the High Priest. Taurus energy, neck and throat. Truth above all else, if it's in the upright. Teachers, schools, oh dear, it's in the first pile. So somebody's lying. Somebody's not speaking the truth. Somebody's selling their soul to the devil. Third parties, heartache, sorrow, loss and separation. Somebody hasn't got the moral high ground. They're fighting an uphill battle. The answer to that is yes. There could be the conception of it. Oh, there's the... So they're in it together. Secrets are out. Oh. Divine couple. High priest, high priestess. Psychic abilities at a higher level than normal. Protecting yourself. No more negativity coming into your field, be it financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally or physically. There she is, the daughter. And the letters B and J connected to spirit. Pomegranates. Be careful what you put into your mouth and what comes out of your mouth, be it words written or spoken. And diet especially. 2 and 29. George. Meet Marcia. High Priestess, the Carnival people, October the 11th, where I come from, the Carnival people. So whenever the Carnival comes to your town, but the 11 is always connected to the High Priestess. Daughters, Persephone, secrets, yes. 9 months, uphill battle, third party, heartache, sorrow and loss, but we're getting over that, we're healing that. Loss of friendships, marriages, unable to speak or unwilling to speak your truth, schools, institutions, it could be the censorship that's going on right now, no freedom of speech, feeling drained, unfaithfulness, cup is empty, but Spirit are giving you a new gift within a year to start a new business, a new relationship, even a proposal here, which you should grab with both hands because it will pay off within the year. Somebody has gone off track. home and family life. They're not working as a team. Cancer energy. 7 or 25. It is the breasts and the abdomen. So, home and family, there is the divine couple, but he is not speaking his truth, she is. Truths are revealed. That is a gift from Spirit of 1 year where you have an opportunity coming and you must grab it with both hands. Getting over the heartache, sorrow, loss and separation. The blues, the gloom, the depression, which is draining you. Let's see. Yeah, your wishes and dreams will come true. But you have to face the chaos head on, because out of that chaos comes order. This is your North Node. It's Aquarius, wherever you have those in your charts. The number 11, like I said, or 17. The 11th house or 17. Fantastic energy. Ankles and legs healed. A declaration that you no longer are going to waste your time, breath, energy on something or someone that isn't listening. You're coming home to who you truly are. Yeah, there is a separation here for definite. A bond is broken. 2 months. An injustice, legal, open enemies, colon or prostate issues, Libra, somebody's no longer being able to sit on the fence. This is fairness must take place. Again, the 11. The 11 is important. You need to find your tribe. There are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see. 6 years. So for those who will never see, they have no place in your life. Somebody's dwelling on the past too much. This is crying over spilt milk. Living in the past. The past is over. The future's not promised. You've got to live in the now. Build a bridge. Get over it. Get off the cross because we need the wood, basically. Stop living in the past and grieving. There it is. We've doubled up. We've got the doubles. We've got the 3 of Swords. It is in the best form possible, where we are getting over the heartache, sorrow, loss and separation. Someone is coming home, perhaps, and all your wishes and dreams will come true. But you must stay independent. Be able to stand on your own 2 feet, be it within or without a relationship or situation. Financial success and under your own steam. No longer being a doormat, no longer being a prisoner of your own mind, of the institutions. You are freeing yourself. You are willing to turn your world upside down to see things from a different angle. Again, the feet and toe issues will be healed. The Hanged Man, so no more if you're depressed, thinking of ending it all. This is where we escape. Either in the mind or in the body, we escape. Somebody being freed from prison, coming home. The number 12, Pisces energy. And putting your boundaries in place and learning to say no. Poets, musicians, artists of any kind, prisoners, institutions. The escape artist. So 12, 17, fantastic energy. Number 11 could go either way. Yeah. Narcissist is at work here though. Somebody who is looking for love in all the wrong places. There's strings attached to their love. This could be someone from the past. There's fond memories attached to this. There's a happy childhood. This is your children, siblings, whatever it is. 6 months. A burden that you've been carrying that wasn't even yours to carry, the letter D, is now over. You're on the last stretch. You're nearly home. But somebody here is walking on eggshells, trying to keep the peace. Neptune in Pisces. That has to end. Arguments, accidents, losses within the home, trying to avoid this chaos. But we need to face the chaos head on. 16. Little effort has been put in. Tattoos for loved ones may go wrong. Burning the candle at both ends will make you ill. So stop being Cinderella. Feeling isolated and alone, invisible, learning in a room full of people, but you have everything you need. A bird in a gilded cage. 5 years. There is secrets being kept here and somebody keeping you in the dark. You cannot see the big picture, but you need a new team. It's time to lay those new foundations for some new business, new enterprise that will pay off. The opportunity will pay off within 3 years. It could be study, whatever it is worth it. But the Five of Swords means that someone here could get violent about this. They don't want it to happen. So be very careful, because you've got open enemies there, especially in partnerships. Five of Swords. They want to win at all costs and they don't care how they do it. Surf City. 6th house of Virgo, hospital doors, the Sun and Pisces. There we are again, Pisces. We've got it 3 times. Pisces and Neptune, Pisces, Pisces. So the martyrs, the victims, be very sure that's not you. Sixth house is an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Grandparents, Hecate, crossroads, Virgo. The colour dark brown, your health, your service, your work, your altruism, teamwork. The teamwork is not working, is it? It was the wrong team. Altruism, co-workers, pets, efficiency, vocation and your daily routine. This is where we become aware of others, where we want to put someone before ourselves, but don't make that you being a doormat or a victim. The Sun, which we've got placed in the 6th, indicates dedication to a life of service, but it determines whether that takes the place in a hospital, a shop, a government department or for charity. They must come from the heart without thought of reward or recognition. This is what must be done because that is just the way it is. However, if personal identity and self-worth have not been developed sufficiently with the narcissist, and the 6th house may still seek recognition for its good work, to be told how worthy it is. So someone needs someone there to tell them all the time how brilliant they are. So Pisces Sun. So if you're born under Pisces, if your sun sign is Pisces, fluid self-expression but impressionable, sensitive, vacillating, so you can't make up your mind, diffuse and deceptively passive, so someone may seem very passive, but silent doesn't mean stupid. The Sun in Pisces withdraws after setbacks and vacillates over tasks, so sits on the fence, and we can't do that. Target one day a breakthrough. 12 noon, I would say as well, or 12 o'clock midnight sometimes. Breakthrough, an awakening, an awareness, delight and clarity. I always said it's like the fighter plane from Star Wars. It is number 24. It's midsummer, so the 21st of June. Heimdall and Loki. So brick walls, the watchtower, people watching, and Loki the devil. Beginnings and endings. So something begins, which brings something else to a close. The letter D, we've got it there. It is the glorious light of the sun. There we have the sun. Sent by the High One, the High Priest and the High Priestess. A source of hope and happiness. There's the hope and happiness. There's the High Priestess. but he hasn't got much hope because he's lying, the high priest. So the divine feminine, divine masculine. To rich and poor alike, of service to all. Daggers represent noon, 12 o'clock midday, when the sun is at its highest point. It also means daylight itself, so daylight saving time, especially the long hours of glorious sunshine at midsummer, which are the primary symbolic elements of this rune. If the 24 runes are laid out in a circle, daggers will appear at precisely the opposite to Jera in the runic calendar. Jera represents midwinter, when the sun is at its weakest, and daggers symbolises the sun at its fullest strength. The Rowan tree, so PC Nick Rowan, so the name Nick, the Rowan tree, policemen, motorcycles, and heartbeat, and we've got heart issues there possibly, or lack of clarity of mind. Norway, and the herb sage, so it's time to open your windows, put on the music, sage your rooms, cleanse the energy. Because Dagger's element is fire. Two fire gods of radically different characteristics are associated with it. The first is Heimdall, symbolised by a steady torch or a beacon, somebody that guides your path, shining in the darkness. Heimdall was the sentinel of the gods, the guardian of the Rainbow Bridge, ever watchful and the bringer of enlightenment to mortals. It is he who revealed the secrets. There's the secrets revealed. The other god connected with daggers is untrustworthy Loki. There's no sign of him here, but that doesn't mean that he's not there. Loki was too clever for his own good, or indeed anyone else's, a narcissist. Although he did some beneficial things, these boons were usually a byproduct of his mischievous acts. Even so, he was the blood brother of Odin, and was usually cunning enough, so Odin is Wednesday, to talk his way out of trouble. Loki represents wild, uncontrolled flames and the enemy of humans, while Heimdall represents the warmth and security, illumination. The two gods were great rivals and were fated to kill each other on the dreadful day of Ragnarok. So daggers is the rune of happiness. There it is. We have happiness. The Nine of Cups. If we choose it, if we choose to take the opportunity. There it is. Suggesting that major changes will soon occur. This rune is also sneeze on a Tuesday, kiss a stranger. One of laughter, fun, and wonderful new experiences. Daggers in the good rune to receive if you've been suspended in a period of waiting, as it signifies the end of an era and the beginning of a new one. A fresh burst of activity is to be expected. It can also show a breakthrough following a period of frustration that exposes previously hidden information. Indeed, secrets are about to be revealed, and when daggers makes an appearance, it will motivate your actions and lead you to a position from which you can take an enlightened stance on the issue. This new enlightenment will give you the opportunity to plan for the future sensibly. However, daggers is not all about serious life path changes. There is a strong element of fun in this rune, and in some cases it signals playtime, going back to being a child. Because the new perspective that gives you, turning your world upside down and seeing from a different perspective, isn't all hard work and self-denial. The Eight of Pentacles. Cinderella. You may find some new avenues to explore with childlike wonder. A marvellous sense of humour is evident, proving that life is worth living. This association with childhood, there you go, your childhood, goes beyond personally. In fact, anything to do with children is auspicious. Most rune readers think that daggers is always beneficial, having no inverted meaning. However, should you think so, it signals the end of an era and warns that you may have to wait before the new beginning occurs. Around a year, or up to a year, no longer. Oh, there we have it. Agary, fly agary, and I've got that on the post. I wrote it down, I'm sure I did. The red-headed toadstool. the number 9, but in reverse it is a 6, and we've got the 6th house there, but it's Hecate, the crossroads, and number 9, and hallucinogenics, drugs, the number 9. Wrong one. So, Amanita muscaria, fly agaric. The sun, the moon, Mercury and Mars. War, communication, enlightenment and darkness. The fly agaric mushroom is the archetypal magic mushroom of fairy tales, being red-capped with white spots and white stalks. Originally from the north, it's been introduced with new trees across the world, making it into the southern hemisphere. The fly agaric is used in magic for contact with the spirit world and in ethogenic substances. While toxic, fatality is rare. Various methods of preparation lower toxicity levels. So, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. In Siberia, it is associated with reindeer, so Christmas, as drinking the urine of a deer who have eaten these mushrooms was safer and easier on the body than eating the fresh mushroom. Yuck. The practice became tradition in Siberian shamanism, giving rise to images of shamanic interpretation of a Yuletide Santa Claus as a shaman. The image also shows the Alice in Wonderland. So Alice is stubbornness in this in the tarot, with the famous caterpillar upon the mushroom. So going from the caterpillar to the butterfly, a generation. In general, the fly agaric is associated with the realm of enchantment, fairies and fairy animals such as foxes and hares. So lurking, sly, survivor. Suggests a relationship between the mushroom and the toadstool, where flies would eat the mushroom, become intoxicated and then make easy prey for the toads, who learn to linger by the fungi, so waiting for an opportunity, be patient. Also giving rise to the association with flies. In Eastern Europe, they were combined with milk to make an insecticide to kill off flies. The spirit of the fly agaric is one of connection and communion between the world of flesh and the world of spirit, particularly associated with the underworld, darkness, the shadow, and spirit embodiment in nature rather than connecting with more remote heavenly realm. The healing power of fly agaric are about accepting change and letting things fall away, decompose and become something new. It can assist us with breaking free of religious organisations, so still having faith like the High Priestess, but not institutionalised faith that have become toxic in our lives and no longer serve us. It can also help us heal of abuse, including physical, verbal or sexual. Fly agaric can regenerate our sense of wonder and childlike creativity, helping us release fears of rejection for playing and expressing our childlike nature. Fly agaric spirit helps us teach about the interconnectivity of everyone and everything. A gateway to the darkest nature of the underworld is opening, and while it can help you deeply heal, it will not be easy. So that's why you're healing your broken heart. The healing will require you to face your fears head on, there you go, about yourself and the world, and you will need the willingness to let go of the poison from family, friends, work, whatever it is that are familiar, but will ultimately harm you. You are part of the enchanted world. So, something in your life is toxic. And there we have it, the otter and the cattail. And the otter's been mentioned a lot lately, hasn't it? So, let's see what they want us to know about the otter. It's number 39. Playful. The otter glides through the water with grace and fluidity, a beautiful sight to behold. The otter's playful swim brings calm and joy to those who witness it. The cattail is a symbol of peace and prosperity and can be used for a variety of domestic purposes, from basket weaving and bedding to home insulation. It is also a nourishing food. You are entering a time of peace, tranquility, and you must enjoy it, allowing yourself to relax fully. Do I allow myself to enjoy peace when it finds me? Am I struggling needlessly against the strong current? Yes, you are. It's time to give in and go with the flow. So, interesting one that. I like that one. Thanks for listening. Speak soon.